there, Brian. How's it going? My name is Ashley. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to beat out your competition online, show you how to maximize your traffic a little bit better, and to ultimately get you more business. I'm going to go over content, citations, and backlinks with you in this video here today. And yeah, when you finish watching this, reach out. I'd love to talk some more. There's so much potential for roofers in specifically Anchorage, and it's really for the taking right now. So, I'd love to help you with that, and I'm going to show you why I'm so excited for you here in a little bit. But I'm going to try and keep this nice and short. I don't want to waste anyone's time, including my own. So, like I said, once you finish watching this, reach out. I'd love to talk some more. So I'm going to start with your current site. I like your logo. I really like your logo. I like this black and white picture here, as well as your phone number right up at the top and all of the services that you have to offer. A few little tips for you. One, I would suggest having a click-to-call button. They're good for conversions, as well as it makes your site a little bit more user-friendly. I'd also suggest having a locations tab or an areas we serve tab, as well as a form submit somewhere up in here. They're good for conversion rates, as well as it caters to a different type of person who's going to come to your website. Because when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user-friendly that website is, how easy that site is to navigate, and being able to cater to different types of people who are going to be coming to your website. And what I mean by that is, when somebody comes to your site, they don't want to have to scroll and click some more just to see what services you offer, let alone if you even come to the area that they're in. So having that laid out right from the start without them even having to scroll is really, really important. It makes it that much more user-friendly, and Google's whole goal is to give their users the best experience. So they're going to give that top spot to whoever is, has a nice website, has the most content, answers all their questions, has a user-friendly site, so on and so forth. Now, as far as, some people are coming to your site specifically to call and talk to you on the phone, while other people don't want to have to talk on the phone, so they much rather fill out a form. So being able to cater to different types of people is really, really important when having a website. I also believe a website should reflect the type of work that you do, the type of person and company you are, and stuff like that. Now, scrolling through on your homepage, I'm looking at your content, which is all of this that I have highlighted. Now, you do have some content, which is great. That's definitely a start. But I would definitely recommend going and getting more content. Google likes to see right around 1,500 to 2,000 words of keyword-rich content. So definitely go get more content, and just don't get any old content. It has to be authoritative content with keywords placed strategically throughout that, as well as, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but it makes your site more user-friendly to have click-to-call buttons, so they don't have to remember it, and, multiple click-to-call buttons all throughout. So if they're right here and they're like, oh, you know what, I want to call them, they could just be like, boop, click you instead of having to scroll all the ways back up. That much more user-friendly. You're going to hear me say that a lot. So if we come over here, I did a general search for commercial roofing, and these guys from the organic section are your competitors. Now, I'm going to show you how to beat out these guys. If we look at their site, nothing special. All their services listed, click to call phone number. But the thing that they do have is content. They have a lot more content than you. All this is all considered content. But the thing is, they're not considered an authority yet because they're not at that word marking that Google likes to see. So that's good for you, because that means if you go and get that content and place that on your homepage, you'd already be beating out these guys, Premier Roofing, as far as content goes. Now, if we come back here, I'm just going to break down Google for you a little bit. So the first thing we see is the Google Guaranteed Ads. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but I'm a personal fan of these. A lot of our clients are as well. But basically, Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage, and that's in terms of money. Now, the conversion rate for these are pretty high as well, so that's good for you because you only get charged for calls. As I'm sure you're well aware, most of the time when somebody's calling you, they're more prone to actually making a purchase rather than just filling out a form submit like I was talking about earlier, where they just might want to know more information about you or your business. Now, moving on down to this section, this is the GMB. Getting in here requires having citations. There's other things that go into it, but a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories like Yelp, Angie's List, stuff like that. So what I'd do if I were in your shoes is go find out all the different citations that Premier Roofing has. Go list yourself in all of those on top of like 300 more. Whatever your competitors had to do, you guys are going to have to do the same exact thing and then some, because we want to get above them, right? So definitely go list yourself in more directories than these guys have themselves listed in. And you want high DA rated citations linking back to you, because not all citations are created equal. Now, moving on down to this last section of Google, this is the organic section, which directly deals with your website. Now, getting in here requires having relevant backlinks. Just like citations, backlinks also not created equal. If you have a weak, spammy, not relevant backlink pointing at you, it can negatively affect you. We want the most relevant backlinks, and that's for the most effectiveness. Now, to get you in this area, we need to beat out your competition in every aspect. But before I go to a tool that I pay monthly for to show you that your stats compared to your competitor, this right here is you. And we're almost to the bottom, so you're almost on the third page of Google. And I'm going to show you the type of traffic you're getting being in the spot that you're in, rather than these guys who are on the first page of Google in first, and the type of traffic they're getting. So again, we come to a paid tool I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now, the trust flow of your site has no data. The backlink profile, so what's happening is you're pulling power from a commercial page that is ranking for commercial roofing. So if we go, and because all of your pages, they all rank individually. Your home page ranks, your residential page, commercial, they all rank individually. And if we get all of these pages powerful, and just as powerful as your home page, you're going to be a powerhouse, literally. So if we come back here, you are currently being found for 6 organic keywords, and you're currently getting no traffic to your site. Now, the organic keywords you are being found for, you're not getting any traffic from them because, you don't have, look at the positions that you're in for these. You're on the 10th, 11th, 7th page for all of these keywords, and they're not even relevant keywords. Like, it's really nothing that you want to be found for besides, maybe American Roofing Anchorage. So it's not as easy as just taking these keywords and placing them throughout your content. We need to add power to these keywords in order to even get you ranked for those keywords and be seen. So we come to your competitor, and we can see that, they have some backlinks. But this is nothing that I'm scared of. We've beat out way more competitive companies in more competitive areas. If these backlinks are strong enough to get them in the spot that they're in, even though they're not very strong at all, even though they have over 1,000, they're strong enough to get you there too, right? So I'd go and I'd get these backlinks pointing back at you. Now, once we beat them in content and backlinks, we take this spot in Google that they're currently in, and you start seeing that traffic that they're currently getting, which you can read. They're getting 340 people roughly. That's probably more than that to their site per month. It's per month number. Now, that's not to say every single one of them turn into a paying customer, but let's say even 20 of them were to turn into a paying customer. You do the math. That's a lot of traffic, a lot of business you're missing out on for not showing up first in Google. You're so close. You just need a little push. You really are so close. Now, as far as what they're being found for, they're getting their most traffic from Anchorage Roofing. So 150 people are going in Google and typing that in, and 52 of them are directly going to their site. That's 52 people you're missing out on. Again, let's say even 10 of those were let's say 10 of those turn into a paying customer. You get $1,000 per job, just throwing a random number out. That's $10,000 off one keyword alone, not to mention one competitor. Because these are your competitors for this specific keyword search. But if I were to type in any other services you offer, even in the same area, you can have completely different competitors. And each competitor has different backlinks, different traffic to their site. So this is just one competitor I'm showing you. So you can see the type of traffic you're missing out on from these keywords and the type of positions, that they're in. So I'd go throughout all your competitors and find the high volume, low KD relevant keywords and place them throughout that content I was talking about. That's why we need that much content, so we can strategically place those keywords without being flagged. As well as if you don't have enough keywords, Google just isn't able to tell what your business is. Therefore, it can't rank you accordingly. But look, there's a lot of business to be made and a lot of people to be helped at that. It's just not going to happen being on the second or third page of Google. You see the type of traffic you're currently getting rather than these guys who are on the first page. I have the means, the tools, and the knowledge to get you in these spots that you rightfully deserve to be in. It just takes you wanting to take your business to that next level in order to get you there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope to hear from you. Like I said, there's so much potential for you. There really, truly is. Like, there's so much search volume in Anchorage for roofing that not many people are trying to compete for. It's really for the taking right now, and hopefully that taking is yours. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to hear from you. Have a great weekend. Bye, Brian.